In the last video, we established something that most people never fully sit with. That the wall behind you is frozen. That the floor beneath you is compressed energy in a stable pattern. That you, the person watching this, are a pattern of excitation in a field. A wave in the ocean of existence. Ice that has briefly forgotten it is water. Now I want to take that same understanding and bring it somewhere completely personal. Because if reality is dynamic energy, if that is the physics, then the most dynamic part of it is not your ambition, not your discipline, not even your output. It is your inner world. Your desire, your hunger, your wounds, your obsession, your cravings, your grief, your joy and your drive. And that inner world has a name. This is episode 4 of 0600 Protocol. This is the personal frame. So let me tell you what feminine actually is. Not the cultural version, not the softness, not the aesthetic, not the version that has handed to you by the world that misunderstood it. The real version. Feminine is your inner world made visible. It is your desire. The thing you want so badly, you don't say it out loud. It is your emotions, not as weakness, as data. As the body's real-time report on the state of energy. It is your gratitude, the part of you that can look at ordinary life and feel suddenly that it is enough. It is your hunger, the ache that makes you reach for more, for depth, for meaning, for contract. It is your addiction, your cravings, your hooks, not as a failures, as signals, as an energy looking for a channel it hasn't found yet. It is your obsessions, the thing you keep returning to, even when the rational part of you stops. It is your drive, the engine underneath the discipline, the thing that makes structure worth having. It is your tolerance, how much you can hold before you break. The threshold of stress, the threshold of anxiety, the threshold of depression, the threshold of struggle, and what you become after breaking. It is your wounds, the place where you were shaped by what happened to you before you understood what was happening. And it is your power which has always lived in the same place as the wounds. So here is something. Feminine is your inner world, your desire, your hunger, your gratitude, your wounds, and your power. In ancient wisdom, it was called Shakti. Shakti is energy or power. Ancients knew it. They knew it already. Feminine is your relationship with your own self. Now let's talk why it is not poetic but physics. Now I'm not being poetic when I say inner world. I am being precise. In the last episode, we established that reality is dynamic energy. Link of that video is here. That at the most fundamental level, there is no static substance, only dynamic fields, only motions, only processes. Your inner world obeys the same physics. Your emotions are not feelings in your head. They are electrochemical signals, energy moving through your tissues. The same energy in a different pattern. Your desire is not a thought. It is a dopamine architecture, neural energy organizing itself towards something it has identified as worth the cost. Your grief is not weakness. It is the energy of attachment in the process of transformation. The ice melting back towards water. Your drive, the thing that makes you stay up past midnight, is not willpower. It is energy in an excited state seeking expression. Your inner world is not separate from the physics of existence. The inner world is the physics of existence, made personal, made visible, made yours. So when I say feminine is your raw energy, I mean it literally. The same force that can build your empire or burn it off. Not metaphor, thermodynamics. So here is what I want you to really understand. This energy your inner world exists on is a spectrum. And where you fall on that spectrum determines almost everything about your outer world. Not as a philosophy, as an observable reality. The same energy that is your feminine, depending on its state, produces opposite outcomes. Let me explain. Burnout becomes immersions. Wealth becomes prosperity. Health becomes vitality. Depression becomes depth. Coldness becomes sensuality. Living reactively becomes living consciously. Love collapsing to hate becomes love expanding to wisdom. Creation turning to distraction becomes creation becoming legacy. And obsession as addiction becomes obsession as mastery. Look at those contrasts. Every single one of them. Same sourced energy, different state. The difference between burnout and immersion is not how hard you work. It is whether your energy is flowing or trapped. The difference between coldness and sensuality is not your personality. It is whether your inner world is accessible to you or shut down. The difference between depression and depth is not what happened to you. It is what you do with the energy of what happened to you. Feminine is your raw energy, the same force that can build your empire or burn you out. That energy is not the problem. The state of energy is everything. So what happens when the energy is ignored? Now let me describe someone. Tell me if you recognize this. They are disciplined, they produce, they deliver. They have the structure, the masculine framework completely in place. Calendar blocked, habits built, goals set. And underneath all of it, feeling something wrong. Not crisis level wrong, just a low grade absence. Like the output is real, but the experience of it is hollow. They keep doing more and the hollow feeling doesn't fill. They hit the goal and feel nothing. They build the thing and wonder why it doesn't satisfy. When I earned my first million, I thought, I'll earn $1 million, I'll retire. But the day when I had $1 million in my account, nothing changed except I could now afford a few more things. And I ran for my second million. And then I ran for my third million. And then I realized when I started for $1 million and I got it and I went for another million, but the million wasn't an answer. Gratitude was. This is what happens when the inner world is systematically ignored. When the desire is suppressed because it is inconvenient. When the wants are bypassed because there is no time. When the hunger is mistaken for ambition and fed with achievements instead of what it actually needs, then energy doesn't disappear. Energy cannot be destroyed, remember? only transformed. So when the feminine energy is suppressed, it transforms. It transforms into anxiety, into rage that has no name, into addiction that makes no sense from the outside, into the cravings and the hooks that pull at you in the quiet moments when the structure isn't loud enough to cover them. The hooks are not the problem. The hooks are the message. Your feminine energy is telling you, I have not been heard. So here is the real question. Not how do I be more disciplined? Not how do I suppress what inconveniences me? The question is, what is my relationship with my own inner world? Because feminine, as we now understand it, is not just a gender. It is not an aesthetic. It is the dynamic principle of yours, mine, and the entire universe's existence. The energy is your core, the water inside the source. And your relationship with it determines everything. If you have been taught to suppress it, you will produce without feelings. If you have been taught to indulge it without direction, you will feel without producing. If you learn to meet it with honesty, to actually be in relationship with your own inner world, you access something that no discipline alone can give you, the renewable energetic source. The thing that the masculine structure needs to function at its highest. The water that fills the dam. The most powerful thing you will ever do is develop an honest relationship with your own inner world. Not manage it, not override it, not perform it, meet it. In the previous episode, we saw the universe, dynamic energy held in temporary structures, the ocean, the ice. In this episode, we saw you, your desire, your wants, your drive, your inner world in all of its inconvenient, undeniable reality. And in both episodes, the same physics, the same dynamic principle, the same feminine force. You're not separate from the physics of reality. You are a local expression of it. You are the universe having a personal relationship with itself. And the quality of that relationship begins every morning before you speak to anyone else. The 0600 protocol is not a morning routine. It is the daily practice of meeting your own inner world before the outer world can drown it out. The full architecture, how to do this precisely, step by step, element by element, is the code, and it is almost ready. Tonight before you sleep, sit with one question. What is the state of my energy right now? Not my output, not my schedule. My energy, my inner world. What is it actually telling me? Don't answer it with your head. Let your body answer. And write what arrives. This is not self-help. This is physics. Apply personally. This is the code. See you at 6. Go, start today.